never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. I ain't got it, but they hands to the ceiling. I ain't palm reading, but I got them in they feelings, yeah. Ain't vanilla ice, but I'm iced out chillin'. Was the good guy till they made me the villain. Was gonna get a room, but they gave me a villa. I got Game Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a two up? Never been afraid to play my cards. What's a risk to a winner? Barely hang out with these days. What's a lame to a real one?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Carolina Panthers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go. Ultra.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Austin Eckler. Touchdown, Washington. Austin Eckler, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Commanders 7, Panthers 0.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
You talk about this Washington defense. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays in?
Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. They'll run first down with Hubbard. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Panthers at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. They're feeling pretty good after back
execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at Washington's 28. Again, 26. Third down conversion. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
That throw by Young incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Young on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good. Way wide to the left. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
And, partner, a lot of kickers in this spot like to aim at the right upright and just draw it back down the center. This one looked like it was aimed at the left upright and just kept bending away.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Ready, break.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
And see, you look at this defense, you know, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
To me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
87 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And the Panthers are going to have it here just past the 25.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You talk about this Washington defense.
They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnover.
And the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
So call that a 56-yard punt with a return of about 11. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Ready, ready.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
But that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Now pounced right back on it, keeps possession. 2nd down, Mariota. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Commanders lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
And if you blinked, you probably missed that touchdown drive. It happened in a hurry.
I was just putting mustard on my hot dog, and all of a sudden he's in the end zone. I've got to do a better job of paying attention for this quick strike offense.
I thought you were going to tell your wife about the hot dogs in the booth thing.
I just did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Amir Smith-Marset now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Ready.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Commanders 14, Panthers nothing.
2nd quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Here is Young. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A very nice 33 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Young to throw it. He hits his target, Lockett. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Young. And oh, it'll be Commanders will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and have their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about balling.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Emmanuel Forbes up from the secondary to make the tackle.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw him that play. He'll run right through those attempted plays.
And he'll be out of bounds. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Young takes it on the sneak, and he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Panthers are back within a score.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
Play action now. Mariota. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 35. He got 29 yards that time.
First down, Washington.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. In motion left comes Brown. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. He's into space past the 25. And finally taken down at the 15. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
First down, Washington.
From the red zone now, Mariota. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Now a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Mariota. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle is going to leave him about a yard or so short. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. So on 4th down, Ron Rivera sends out the field goal unit. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So it was 4th down and 1 in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little bit surprised that that's exactly what they decided to do. I kind of thought that they would go for it in that situation. But sometimes I'm sure you just think to yourself, take the 3 points, put them in your pocket, and move on.
From the end zone is Smith-Marset. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. To throw, Mariota. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, we know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner. Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Young on 3rd and 2. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Yeah, these are the types of plays we're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first half. But this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Rolling to his right. And drops down, incomplete. Good coverage here, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
First down, Young. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Mariota's throw into the hands of McLaurin. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Mariota. He's going deep for Brown. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Ready.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Eckler now between the tackles. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure they're friends.
Touchdown, Carolina! Chuba Hubbard, 75 yards. And the Panthers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 20.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Here now, 2nd and 4. And they pitch it to Eckler. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It will be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there. him. This D is fired up.
On third down, Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It's going to be pretty tough for them to match their efficiency, Charles, with that last possession, needing only the one play to find the end zone on the rushing touchdown.
Yeah, they got that together collectively, didn't they? Total group effort. Although the guy toting the rock, he gets all the credit. It was blocked up so well. The only thing stopping him was running into the goalpost in the back of the end zone.
To throw on second down is Young.
He'll air one out deep from Mingo.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Benjamin St. Just. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 33.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Following the interception here, Mariota.
That one complete out to Dotson.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
First down, Commanders.
Running on 1st down, Eckler.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack.
DJ Wanham got off his spot quickly and got to the quarterback.
I got them starting the 3rd quarter here. They forced a punt on the 1st drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Off the play fake, Mariota.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by Steven Nelson. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the 2nd one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Ready, ready. Claws red.
Young will set to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
3rd and long for Young. And my goodness, another interception. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line.
Can't we score? First down and goal at the 4-yard line.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Eckler will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. And this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders.
A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Commanders 24, Panthers 14.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. From the end zone is Smith-Marset. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And Young's throw there incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Force them back, boys. Force them back. Back, boys. Force them back. Go defense. Ready up. Mega.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Option play, and they'll give to Eckler.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Eckler going to get it again on second down.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He's still got 3 yards shy of the first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Robinson.
Yeah, this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. Fourth down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Ready, break.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
That throw by Young incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Let's go.
And this offense on third down today, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10.
Green Jack. Ready?
Young working out of the gun. And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Ready.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
Ready. Ready.
He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
On the set.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Set.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. leads to second and goal at the 9-yard line.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Slot man moves right.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Mariota going to run the option right. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year.
And the Commanders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Commanders 34, Panthers 14.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. From the end zone is Smith-Marset. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Okay, this could be it. This could be it. This could be the turning point. Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Ready?
Second down, another chance for Hubbard.
And no luck at all to start this drive as they're going to drop him behind the line for a 2nd straight play. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Touchdown, baby. Get a touchdown. They can't stop us. Can't stop us.
Right back to Hubbard.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So it's Washington getting the victory here.
And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's a
Sometimes they call me Lucifer. Talk about you do this and that, ain't none of that they're noodle.